Alright, Anarch here, and today we're going to be reacting to a reaction video. Original, I know. The reactor in question is none other than the creepy, lying, manipulative piece of shit, Onision. I could probably make an entire other video explaining each of those points, but I'd rather focus on his arguments than attack his wank character. So, let's get started.
Here come that bullshit, what up? Here come that bullshit, what up?
The video that Onision is reacting to is from Lauren Southern, someone I've seen floating about who's obviously against feminists and SJWs. Even before we get to see this though, Onision has to bring himself up and declare he is now an egalitarian and would therefore seek for the equality of everyone. He will very soon prove this wrong. What I will give this cunt is the 30 seconds he is showcasing that feminism isn't about equality for everyone. But that's about all the credit that I can give him. You know, the first thing that really pisses me off, like just even before the video starts, and something I've seen him do so many times, is his version of research is to Google something and then simply read what comes up, like not even clicking on it. And you know that little box that comes up, you know what I mean? And then just reading that, not doing anything further. That just pisses me off. And then he goes and brings this shitstorm up.
This is why we're currently banning Muslims from our country, because we only notice the Muslims that are violent.
I'm pretty sure the ban on Muslims in the USA has to do with the fact that in 2016 alone, more than 2,000 terrorist attacks were committed by Islamist extremists. Trump is a bit of a dickhead, sure, but he's not just doing it for shits and gigs. He believes he's securing the safety of US citizens. A little wet wipe then tries to further his argument.
Even though 99.99% of Muslims are harmless and that they're not committing horrible crimes.
As we know, unfortunately, that is an extremely wrong statistic. But even if it was right and only 1% of Muslims were extremists, that's still fucking 16 million people who want to destroy Western civilization. Do the math.
So today I wanted to speak to those feminists and explain why I'm still not a feminist and why third wave feminism is not in fact a movement for equality.
Ah, third wave feminism. You just made it so you don't have to argue the core points, but rather you can kind of straw man your way out of the real discussion to dish out the classic argument, well, that's how feminism was, but today it's different. Yeah, okay.
How is this not a valid point? Back before World War I, women were second-class citizens and feminists fought for the vote. Feminists today fight for fuck all, really.
In other words, you just antiqued that definition.
Stop bringing up definitions, it doesn't make you look smart, you fuck.
If feminism is a movement for equality, why do we not see equal representation of both genders' issues?
Because men aren't oppressed?
You're a fucking idiot.
Yep, in no way, shape or form, anywhere on this rock we call a home, is someone with a penis oppressed in any way. Here we can already see the lack of Onision's egalitarianism, as according to him, only one of the sexes... Yes, implying there's only two sexes. Biology, bitch. Look it up. Only one of the sexes has problems.
Men make up most every CEO, most every millionaire in the US.
Gotcha, bitch!
And what's his way of doing his research? Fucking reading a name of millionaires.
Let me fact check myself. Yeah, those look like white guy names.
It's almost like the same level of research they do for cancer, you know, it's just professional as fuck. Some then goes on to make fun of male rape. Such an egalitarian.
Very few people watching this video right now know that around 100,000 to 140,000 males are raped annually in US prisons.
Yes, that is a silly thing to point out. Because fact is, look here.
Well done on you, man. You can use a search engine. Now learn how to click on the actual sites, and you'll find out this doesn't include the prison proportion of rapes.
Sometimes women are the ones who are violated. That's like the Black Lives Matter issue. The majority of people who are shot by cops in America are black guys.
Wrong again, mate. More white guys are killed by police. I mean, considering a larger proportion of the population of the country is white, this would make sense. Some could then argue, though, that this is not a fair comparison because there's more white people to start with. But take into account that black people have a much higher tendency to commit crimes in the States, with 52% of homicides alone committed by 13.2% of the population. So even though they have more chance to come in contact with law enforcement, still more white people are killed.
Trust me, if a white guy gets shot by a cop, the white guy was probably already unloading his clip on the cop. It's called white male privilege.
Yeah, you have the privilege to be more likely to be shot. And if you bring this up, you might as well be the high priest in the KKK.
Educate yourself.
Half the domestic abuse victims in the US and Canada are men.
No. What? The number of American women who were murdered by current ex-male partners during that time was 11,766. That's nearly double the amount of casualties lost during war. Women are much more likely to become victims of intimate partner violence, with 85% of domestic abuse victims being women and 50% men. That is the Huffington Post.
You quote something as if it's without bias and completely true, whilst just stating her facts are wrong. The fuck? I personally think that domestic violence on the male side is so unheard of because it is kept unheard. Imagine if one of your friends was a girl, says a partner beat her up, you automatically disown this, whereas if it had been a guy, chances are he wouldn't have even have told you, in case of being seen as weak.
Men make up 80% of suicide victims, 92% of workplace deaths, 97% of combat deaths.
So here we got 80% of suicides, right? And who killed those suicide people? Oh, that's right, men killed.
Yeah, that's true, Onion Boy. More men do kill. Well, themselves at least. It's weird though, isn't it? Surely the gender that has so much privilege and has no worries in life at all would have the lowest suicide rate going. Guess being privileged makes you want to kill yourself. White guilt proven.
So if this statistic were true, when it comes to killing, specifically yourself, men kill more. And then you have 97% of combat deaths. Okay, question, who killed those men? Oh, that's right, other men mostly. So what you've proven just now is that men are way more violent than women.
Yeah, I don't think Lauren is at all trying to imply that this is women doing the killings, more that these are unaddressed issues.
Men are objectified, men are raped, men are mistreated.
Men are objectified?
Yeah, they are.
Objectification, just Google sexy. Okay, as you can see, I Googled sexy and I'll just scroll down. Yep, more women, women, women.
It's actually funny you'd bring this up, Onion Boy, because obviously you don't understand.
Demand and supply.
Both men and women enjoy seeing female models. For women, it's normally because these models are selling something and showing the other women, ooh, look, you can be like me. And guys like this because, well, considering a higher percentage of the population is straight, there would therefore be a higher demand for such advertisements like these, instead of these, which is objectifying men.
Continue to place this blanket judgment over all men that they are all privileged.
I don't know, I feel pretty privileged knowing that there's a 1.7 in 100 chance of me being raped.
That's if you follow your incorrect statistics. And seeing the way Onision's going, he may want to seriously consider watching his back in the prison, according to, you know, the actual correct statistics. And he's right, all you guys who watch this should feel privileged. You're more likely to get shot by those paid to protect you, and you're more likely to attain worse grades, less likely to get a job, and more likely to commit suicide. But that means that there's still hope for the internet.
Kill yourself. The fuck? Please kill yourself.
I'm also more likely to get into a university because of my gender.
I mean, this is a picture of Harvard, folks, back in 1902.
Yes, because 1902 is so relevant to our year. Fucking idiot.
You see any disproportion there? Obviously, affirmative action helps diversify. Because believe it or not, white men are not superior. We are, however, given a lot more opportunity.
Fucking what? Do ourselves in? You just contradicted yourself so hard, you know that, right? Saying that women being given more of an opportunity is a good thing, but then saying once you have a penis, bad. Bad male.
Point is that both genders have issues.
Wait, you're not saying that men have more issues than women, and in that, you're implying that men have less issues than women, and therefore, women need feminism, so they have the same amount of issues as men? Oh my god!
Fuck this, I'm adding to the statistics. Fuck, I missed. Anyways, I think anyone can see that Onion Boy here is far from an egalitarian. Let's meet in the comment section, discuss the issues that were highlighted in this video, and if you enjoyed it and want to see more like it, give it a thumbs up, and why not subscribe? Banner out.